YouTube. Just wanted to take a quick minute to chat about 3 upcoming updates for games I've been playing on the channel. Going through them in perceived order of release, that just seems fair. If you like this kind of thing, I try to stay pretty current and caught up on these matters, and we'll do more of these. Hit the like, please subscribe, it helps our community grow. First one is for Warzone. We know that Season 3 of Vanguard tentatively starts on the 27th of April, and the Warzone update typically follows the next day. So we're looking at the 28th of April, that's a week from Thursday. The secret at this point is basically out. It looks like either a complication from the Nebula gas or just another side project that the Germans were working on underneath the island is going to lead to Godzilla versus King Kong. This is obviously not the first time something like this has been done in a Battle Royale. Fortnite already had a similar event, but the people over at Raven Software have actually managed to push a couple of decent updates in a row, thrown in some single fun day playlists like Death and Taxes and the April Fool's playlist. And the last time they did a movie crossover event was Die Hard and Rambo, and that was generally well received. So I'm excited to see what they do. We won't have to wait long for it either. The next topic is Elden Ring DLC. This game has blown up like no other FromSoft game before it, and now that players are starting to get into the end game and into their New Game Plus runs, the question is, when are we getting DLC? If we look at DLC for Dark Souls 2 and 3 as guides, I think we're looking at another 4 months at the earliest before we see some kind of grand DLC with a new chapter of the main game. And I think that's fine as far as timelines go. It's pretty clear they put a lot of work into Elden Ring, and I think they'll put the same amount of care into making Elden Ring DLC. It's not something I necessarily want them to rush out. Now, what I do hope happens while we're waiting for DLC is additional balance changes to the main game. We've already had one update that kind of cleaned up some side quest items and attributes that weren't working properly, and as more and more people finish their runs, chances are we'll see more people turn to PvP. And regardless of what you think about the current state of Elden Ring PvP, changing up weapon balance is going to keep people interested for longer. Finally, we got word late last week that a Battle Royale expansion for Halo Infinite is in the works. This was leaked, confirmed by Jess Corden, who's a Microsoft News and Gaming editor. So while it's not an official announcement from 343, this is a pretty credible source. The Battle Royale is going to be pretty extensive and has apparently been in the works for 2+ years by Certain Affinity. If you're not familiar with Certain Affinity, these guys have done a lot of work on multiplayer games and DLC map packs in the past for games like Halo 2, Call of Duty World at War, Doom, and they also co-developed Halo Infinite. This isn't necessarily surprising news. When we talked about a Halo Battle Royale in the past, the consensus I came to is that from strictly a money-making standpoint, it just wouldn't make sense if Halo didn't try and do a Battle Royale at some point. I honestly doubted my own prediction that Halo would get a Battle Royale after Microsoft purchased Activision, because at that point, they now owned a pretty big Battle Royale franchise of their own in Warzone. If I had to put a guesstimate on when we're getting this, I'm going to throw out a guess and say November 15th, as it's Halo Infinite's 1-year release anniversary and the 21st anniversary of the original Halo release. Just seems like a pretty safe bet if I'm going to throw darts against the wall. Guys, let us know what you're looking forward to most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.